Hi, this is a quick tutorial on the Ramjet amplifier. Right now we have it going through a Schroeder Amplification small block cabinet with one of my Schroeder SAI drivers. I'm just going to kind of go through the controls quickly and show you what it does. So first, should be obvious, it's the volume control, plugging into the input here. I just have a telly here with an old telly pickup, bridge pickup, and a mini humbucker here from an old, like a 76 Gibson kind of thing. So this tends to be a little bit on the darker side, and this is just kind of that bright telly, rip your face off kind of thing that everybody knows and loves. So the nice thing about this, first of all, I designed it so that it wouldn't have a traditional tone stack in it. What I'm going for in this design is harmonic content and clarity. So the only way to really do that is to do away with the traditional tone stack being like a treble middle bass kind of thing. And instead, I have created transformers and utilizes switches to select between different taps to get different feels and responsiveness to you as the player in the right hand. So right here, you have the volume control, which is pretty self-explanatory. And this, you can get clean. Bridge pickup. And you can accentuate that, of course. You can get right into like metal territory and grindier. And with the bucker, you can really drive that thing into pretty ridiculous overdrive, which is a lot of fun. You can also get singing note, individual note sustaining kind of things, everything else. So just to give you a kind of a brief overview of how the response switch works. So you've got the response, which is 4 settings, 1, 2, 3, 4. This being the murkiest setting and almost kind of more compressed. The trim here is a pot that actually is more of a fine tuner within those macro settings. So I'll go with the murkiest and darkest first. So right now this is murkiest setting. As you go up incrementally, I'll just go right to the brightest setting. Really hear it lifting off there. And that's about it, how those work. In terms of so you can also use this as it has an internal load. So you don't have to use a speaker, and you can use it to drive another amplifier. So, what everybody is doing these days is taking a loud amplifier or even a quiet amplifier and attenuating it on the back end with some sort of a hot plate or something like that. And it basically just squashes it and sounds like a transistor radio. So what this has is 3 triode stages and a pentode stage going through a very weird and archaic output, which is designed to go into the front of another amplifier, or you can feed a DAW, you can feed front of house, whatever you'd like. It's kind of a bizarre output, but it works perfectly for its purpose. So I will show you the back here, so we can swing this around. I don't know if you've got a shot of that, but here you have a speaker out, you have a switch for load and for speaker. You also have a bright switch, and you have a DI level, and you have a DI out. So what I'm going to show you now is it's hot right now. I'm taking this out. Don't need that anymore. I'm going to go off frame here for a second. And I'm going to plug this into the back of an SA9 Plus, which is a much louder, high headroom kind of amplifier. I'm going to take a lead, which I should have gotten before I started this whole thing. that on. So the DI all the way up at 12 o'clock is off. You can turn that on. And the DI response switch works just like this, and actually they work both now. They both work, I should say, at this point. And the DI level on the back adjusts the output. This is pretty handy for if you really want to crush the hell out of things. You can turn this down if you're a bedroom player or just very, very quiet in the studio, or you just want to crush things. This has a tonal effect as well, so there's lots of different ways to achieve almost every type of distortion you can imagine, from a barely breaking up kind of blackface sound to a chunk wall of chunk distortion kind of sound. You can also get beautiful cleans from it. So it's really the ultimate small amp and recording tool and distortion amp. So I'm going to show you how that works a little bit here. Turn this up to where it really starts to open up. You can kind of hear it. That's where you're starting to get some headroom there. Again, I'm using the internal load now, so I don't need a speaker cable connected. You can also use a speaker at the same time if you want to do that. Cool for recording because you can take a direct line off of it, or you can mic up the speaker, do all sorts of things. It's kind of the Swiss Army knife. So I'm just going to kind of show you what the DI response switch does here. We'll give it a little bit of volume so you can hear it. Right now I'm pretty clean. The DI works the same. You can hear it opening up. And I can do the same with the other. Attenuate it naturally instead of trying to, you're just adjusting the volume, so I'll show you how that works. So it's pretty quiet right now, you can hear compared to my voice. And then it's just completely collapsing on itself. Full and thick and meaty and single notes. And you can get kind of everything with this. So, about 14 years in the making, and if you have any questions, you're welcome to email me at tim@schroederamplification.com, or give me a call at 847-217-89.